Good evening all, good evening. Hope we are all doing well. Welcome to round number 4 of the British Heart Foundation GT Cup Championship on Gran Turismo. We are at Road Atlanta. Oh, it's all of a sudden gone very sunny there. We are at Road Atlanta, one of my favourite circuits. A new circuit, of course, Gran Turismo. One of my favourites. On the game so far, though, to be honest, it is absolutely mega. So that is what we are. That is where we're at tonight, and then we've got 32 laps, which is quite a bit. So we're definitely going to need to consider fuel in some way, because we, at least myself in the Lambo, probably get around 16 laps, something like that, of fuel. So we could just absolutely gun it all the way and then fill up kind of halfway. But that all depends on tyres as well, of course. So we're going to jump back in because we're going to get another 10 minutes or so of practice. I was doing a bit of running on the medium tyres, and I was about 2 seconds behind everybody. In fact, we're still on the mediums there. So we're going to jump onto the softs and see how we manage to get on with that. So let's go. My god. So this is a mega track all in all. Evening Jonathan, James as well. How we doing, by the way? Hope everyone's well. We've got a few joining in already. So yeah, it's a mega section of track, this bit here. This first sector is absolutely awesome. The second sector is a little bit more basic. You've just got to get a decent sort of turn into this here, but realistically this right here, this exit is where a huge chunk of lap time is gained, all on that exit, because we've got such a long straight. So a good exit and a good acceleration is absolutely key. Picture and sound all good, lovely stuff. Whoa, lovely stuff. Adam, wish you more luck than Newcastle. Yeah, mate, exactly. I was waiting for the football abuse in the comments. Yeah, it was. I actually did sit and watch the match. I wasn't sure if I was going to be honest, and then I did stay home to watch the match. I was going to come into the office and then kind of have it on just in the background while I was doing some work. I thought, you know what, let's actually just sit and watch the match. And it was absolutely not worth it. So, so yes, hopefully a bit more luck, and hopefully I can race a little bit better than Newcastle played. There was a few good moments. Oh dear. There was a few good moments, but overall, I just think there was no real chance against Man United the whole game, to be fair. So I'm not sure what's gone on there. Now, I actually messaged Rico the other day, and I was saying just how much of an appreciation I now have for setting up these lobbies and all this sort of stuff. After we did kind of the partial open lobby, obviously it was open to friends. The open lobbies that I did, because obviously we had such a nightmare. Adam was in there. Who else was in there? Bob was in, and John as well, and just an absolute nightmare, like all round, to get the whole thing set up. Oh, it was just an absolute nightmare. So I have huge respect for Rico now. Not that I didn't already, but more so after realising like just what a nightmare it is and such a faff to set up those lobbies and get them all perfect and all that sort of stuff. So we'll wait for this for the next one to come up, and then we'll jump straight into that. But we'll just reload this, see what's happening. You might have put a message in the group chat though. Let me have a quick look. There it is. There we go. Right, we're going to jump in, and we're going to try and get... well, we're going to basically try and find out what our pace is like on the soft tyres, because I'm yet to do that. Let me just check everything on the stream. All good. Wonderful. Right, let's get entered and let's go. Right, so we'll get an outlap and then we'll hopefully get maybe 1 or 2 laps before we jump into quali. And then I think there is also the potential, I don't think we have, we might not actually have rain at Road Atlanta, but I think there's the potential, as I'm looking at quite a bit of fog and mist and all that sort of stuff, for some slight changes to at least track conditions in terms of temperatures and overall grip and all that sort of stuff. So 5 minutes to quali, so we should get ourselves 2 laps in now, which we'll try and do. Right, let's go for it. Such a mega little track, this. It almost feels sometimes like it does need a little bit more added to it, just a little bit more track to sort of accommodate these slightly bigger cars. That's what makes it so good, I think. Not particularly great through those first 2 or 3 corners there of the first sector. Potentially have a bit of a slipstream here, which might help at least nudge us up the timings compared to everybody else. Gain maybe a couple of tenths, potentially make ourselves look like we could be competitive. Which I'll be honest with you, I'm not too confident around here as much as I love the track. Fantastic. Oh wow, particularly splendid, that one. So Adam with a 25 there, we're only a mere 5.3 seconds off the pace. We should be doing over 100 round that corner there, easy. We should never drop below 100, I don't think, on the softs. Don't take that for as gospel on a track guide. I'm not too sure exactly, but I'm fairly sure that I remember always aiming for like 102, 103, just over the 100 mark. Like track limits there as well, actually, just a little bit greedy on the left hand side. No slipstream to be had there now. Is that Alpha in the chat as well? Oh no, it's Vicar, sorry. Trying to see it on my phone. Oh, what am I doing? What am I doing? Right, 3rd lap. Let's try and put in a decent time. Let's not do this during qualifying. We'll be absolutely done for. Yeah, pit entry is an absolute killer. Which, to be honest with you, I feel like that actually could potentially decide the race in some circumstances. You There's Brian out in front of us. Oh. Turns out that's not a particularly slow way to go through there, and ironically without a penalty as well. See, not the best exit there. That is going to be, that in itself would be so many tenths lost. You need to be really, really careful there. Let's see if we can actually complete a lap, just to see roughly where we're going to be at. Adam's already in the 24s, which is really, really good pace. I'm sure on lower fuel and whatnot during quali he might even be a little bit quicker than that. We're not quite going to be able to complete a lap, but hopefully at least we wouldn't be too far off. Who knows? But anyways, there we go. Right, we're going to jump into quali. Let's get on it and let's get straight out. Let's go, let's go. Let's get some money on then. Who do we think can take pole position? My money probably is going to be, judging by the timing boards at the moment, potentially on Adam for pole position. I think he's in the Ferrari, isn't he, Adam? Ferrari doing very well. Or is he in the Aston? I can't quite remember. Do you actually donate to the? I have a couple of times, yeah. On we've done quite a few of these races and stuff, and we've done a few events, all under. It's Rico that organises everything, and as he mentioned as he normally mentions on the intros of a lot of his videos, he himself has had a lot of support from the British Heart Foundation, which is why he organises all this sort of stuff and does it under the British Heart Foundation. But yeah, we've done a few events, and we don't obviously not raising massive amounts. It doesn't normally get to the thousands, but each time we've 100 quid here and there, a couple hundred quid, or all that sort of stuff. So yeah, they've done all right out of us, I would say. Over although that is over maybe it's 2 or 3 years now, but yeah, we've done quite a few championships and events and all that sort of stuff. Oh goodness gracious me. That is not how you want to take turn one. Although that said, I don't think I might have been a bit of a plonker and I might not have the donation link in the description. Now that you mention it, I feel like I might have forgot to put it in. Now that you've asked, is that why you're asking? If I haven't done, I'll have to get it in. Rico had a link from the British Heart Foundation so that we could see from like our events and stuff how much had been raised. But now that you're asking, Lucy, I feel like I might have forgot to put it in the description. So thank you. Don't know if you intended to remind me or ask about donation links, but it's made me realise I need to double check. So if it's not in there, I'll get it added. Here we go then. Probably a bit too close to these guys for a quali lap, but we're going to cross the line. Oh, and there's Rico right in front of us actually. But we're going to cross the line. What's this going to be? This is going to be a 25, mid 25. Rico drops off there. Right. Let's see what this next lap could be. Hopefully with a little bit more potential and whatnot. Go, 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 go. Ooh! That's what we want there. Decent exit. We're going to have a slipstream from Fenders in front. Go, 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 go. There you go, look, we're 9/10 up. We're only a second off pole position, although we've run a little bit wide there. There we go, look at that, within a tenth of Adam, who's on pole position at the moment. This is going to be our in lap here, so... .074. Very, very close. I'm going to keep pushing on this lap, just on the off chance. Ooh. Realistically, we'll still improve later, as will Adam, so it's pointless trying to chase times now. Let's just crack on. Get into the pits. Could be quite close then between the Ferrari and the Lambo. Oh, 3/10 up. Right, we're about to see how much of a nightmare pit entry is here. Ooh. Right, onto the soft tyres, do not refuel. Right, let's go, let's go. Adam's misses. So I think we know who you're cheering for then, Lucy. Are you waiting for, or hoping that I bin it? It's pretty much guaranteed that, to be fair. Guaranteed to put it into the wall. Let me just take this phone call. I do apologise. Deary me, that was literally my mum asking what time is the Tommy Fury Jake Paul fight. Of all the questions. No, 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 no. Oh god, get off the track, get off the track, get off the track. I wasn't expecting that to do auto drive there. Sorry everybody. Yeah, I muted myself, Jonathan, just in case. I assumed it might have been some sort of like family emergency, considering everybody knows that I'm live streaming. So I assumed that someone was ringing within good reason, but it was actually my mum going, what time did you say that Tommy Fury fight was? Right, go! Get back on track. Get back on track, but get out of everybody's way at the same time. Oh my god, I'm definitely in someone's way there. Sorry, buddy. And again. I'm just about managing to stay out of everyone's way. Right, let's go. We're all good. Let's go, let's go. It is the Ferrari, isn't it, that Adam's in, because Mike's in the same car, isn't he? That's a bit wide. Right, fresh set of soft tyres. Look at that, Adam's absolutely flying, 24.1. Surely he doesn't get that down to the 23s. Surely not. I hope not anyway, because I'll not be able to catch if that's the case. Right, let's go. Let's go, let's go. So I feel like we've got all the speed and power we need from the Lambo, but there's just a feeling of it wanting to kill us that I could probably do without. There is a little bit of that there. So I do feel like I could do with a bit less of that. A little bit more control might be nice. Are we going to be able to... What should we do? That wasn't a particularly great lap, I don't think, so I'm wondering whether or not... Yeah, I'm 10th down. Am I really going to make a 10th up? Oh, let's go. Let's just go for it. Go for it. Go for it. I don't feel like it was too bad. Let's see if we can have it on this lap. What the hell was that? That was awful. No. Right, I'm going to have to come in this lap. Fresh set of softs again. Yeah, 3/10 down. Fresh set of softs again, I think. Try and get another... Would we get 2 laps here? I'm not so sure. Don't quite think we'd have enough time to get an out lap and then another lap done before we hit 0. So it'll be an out lap and it'll be one final push, I think. Right, let's go. Don't refuel. What do we think we can do? We're starting P4 at the moment, but we're 6/10 off the pace. Adam is absolutely flying around here. Yeah, and all we're going to have is enough time to do one out lap. And then one final push lap. Just ruined somebody's lap. Right-yo. Final lap. Come on then. Oh no. That's it for us then. At best, we're going to manage P6 here. At best, we're going to manage P6. Ah. Messed that one up. Right. Adam's probably going to take P1 here then. Ark's got a 24.6, so he's just in front of us. In the M4. Xander in the M4 as well in front. John in the Corvette. I don't know how he does it, you know. I do not know how he does it. Makes that Corvette absolutely fly. Is Stu in tonight, or is Stu doing this one tonight or not? I've just realised I don't think he's in, is he? Oh. I wonder where Stu's at then. Right, best we can hope for is that nobody improves their time then. John with a 24.2, absolutely flying still in the Corvette. We remain P6. Ark, how we doing? Messed up your quality. Yeah, same here, mate. That's why I'm now sat waiting around. Unfortunately, not much luck for me there. A couple of mistakes, which I'm hoping that I don't make the same sort of ones in the race, but it is pretty likely at the minute. Adam's absolutely flying. I can't get over Adam's pace, though. Absolutely rapid. I'd like to think that I could get down to that pace. Adam, you got P what? Is that you done? Is everybody finished? I can't quite see, like, who's obviously then still going. I'm assuming by you commenting, though, Adam, that that's you done. Otherwise, that is pretty impressive to be nailing some pole position laps whilst in YouTube chat. But there we go. Yeah, mate, I'm just saying there, your pace is absolutely rapid. Carlos just behind you in the Viper as well. Absolutely unreal stuff. What a belter. Low fuel, but still 23s. It's a weird one for me now because I'm a little bit clueless in terms of what to do on strategy. I'm really sort of struggling to work out what's going to be best on strategy here. Weather set to random. I don't think we have rain available though. Anastasis, how we doing? Was banging 23s all day. Oh, man. Yeah. 24 for me, really. Struggling to get down to the, like, sort of high 24 as well. Low 25s. High 24s at the best. Didn't really manage to get much practice in today. Courtesy of watching Newcastle get beat. So, yeah, I don't know. Could be an interesting race, though. It's difficult to overtake. It's easy to lose a lot of time, but that also means that it's easy to fuel save and sort of claim that time back a little bit in the pits. So who knows where this could go. It's quite slow refuel as well. Oh, Brian's PS5 froze. No. So is Brian still racing then or not? Oh, we do only have 13 in there as well. No. Oh, we had this last time as well. This is such a nightmare. This is one of the issues on these lobbies. This is one of the issues. People's consoles keep freezing. You know, I had that on the open lobby stream last week as well. Yeah, a little bit tricky really. It's yeah, it's not great. Definitely something that needs fixed on Gran Turismo's side for sure. I hope we don't have to go through quali again though. Fingers crossed. This championship cursed. Yeah, exactly. Oh man. Right, let's go again. It's just Gran Turismo 7, isn't it? It's just such a nightmare. We had one or two issues on sport, one or two issues in the lobbies, but this is an absolute nightmare. Right, but I think Rico can set the grid. I think Rico can set the grid, so right. Gonna get onto track and just do a bit of running while we wait. Alpha, you just joined. Were you in for quali, Alpha, or not? I don't know if I saw you or not. Sending it straight to the race. We'll ask quali positions. Cushy. There we go then. Good stuff. Yeah, it seems to be a regular issue with the new Gran Turismo 7 lobbies though, and of course that last one was an absolute nightmare. At Watkins Glen, where we had half people on screen and half the people not, and all the rest of it. A load of cars driving around the track invisible and all that sort of stuff, so absolutely bizarre situation, that one. So difficult to nail a quali lap round here, to be honest with you. My word. That's a 25.3. That is so slow compared to what everybody else was setting in quali. So slow. I think I'm going to have to kind of play my strategy into the fact that I'm not too quick, so I think possibly going for only the one stop instead of trying to be a bit more aggressive and go for a 2. Maybe he's doing a bit more fuel saving, things like that. I don't know. I'm wondering whether or not that's going to be the best way to go for me, because I just don't quite have the pace there to match everybody else. Either way though, we're about to start. I hope this has got me on soft tyres though, because that's what I've selected. I'll be a bit annoyed if it's put me onto mediums. Right, we're all good. Let's go. Round number 4 of the JT Cup. What a weird noise from that bottle. Right, let's go. Try not to absolutely murder the tyres. I'm going to save quite a lot of fuel while I'm stuck behind everybody though. Or at least try to save fuel anyways. Right, now's the chance though. Slipstreams all the way. There might be 1 or 2 bumps on the way down to the main braking zone. Oh, who's gone? Who's just gone? Who was that in front? Was that Ark? Is Ark just disconnected? I think we've lost Ark. Oh, Ark's saying restart, but I don't know why. What's happened to him there? Are we all dropping out? Everybody dropping out? Well, we're up onto the podium. This might be the best that we get so far. It's just going to be me and Adam left. P1. Take a screenshot, because that's probably as high up the grid as we're going to get. Third time lucky, everybody says. Fingers crossed. Ah, this sort of stuff is a nightmare, isn't it? Oh dear, oh dear. What a nightmare, says Jonathan. Honestly, so I think that was, I don't know if that was Brian's losing connection, or if that was it freezing again and crashing, but yeah, quite clearly I think the multiplayer lobbies needs a bit of work for sure. Amy saying to Brian, don't use the VR headset. It would be funny if that was causing the issues. I don't know if Brian's onto the VR. Rico is though. So Rico sent some clips from the VR headset. Looked absolutely mega. The only thing though is that when you're watching the streams from people racing on VR, what you're seeing is actually clearer than what they're seeing. That is the only thing. What they're seeing in the headset is a little bit more blurry or slightly less quality than what's being exported out into the streams. because then that's coming directly from the PlayStation, what you're seeing, as opposed to what's being fed into their headset. But yeah, it looks absolutely mega. Right, let's see what's happening this time then. Here we go. Third attempt. Fingers crossed. We have a bit more luck on this one. Let's take the traction control off, shall we? We definitely don't want that. Go. Right, so again, as I say, we're going to take a little bit of a fuel saving action, although Eddie's going to go a little bit more aggressive this time round. He's going to go to the inside. We're going to have to give him the space. We managed to hang it around the outside there. He's actually going to cost himself just a little bit of time. Ark's gone. Oh no, Ark. Come on, buddy. Straight back on track. I'm sure you... Right, he's done it, he's done it, he's done it. Straight back on track. He might need to change his strategy a little bit now, but I'm sure he can make it work. Look at that. Adam absolutely flying in that Ferrari. I think we've lost Brian again, which is a shame. We'll see if he jumps up on stream in chat. Not sure what's going on. Right, I very much doubt that anything close to a race win is going to be looking likely in this one, though. But you never do know. A podium, maybe. P3 and 4 right in front of us. Are they fuel saving? I do not know. Are they on the mediums? We do not know. Adam absolutely flying though. He's got tremendous pace. 3-second gap to him already. Safe to say that is not getting closed in this race, I don't think. Oh, Brian, man, what was happening? Was it that it was crashing, or was it losing connection, or both? Judging by the look that we've had in the lobby so far on 7, it wouldn't surprise me if it was a bit of both. Oh, John's gone off. John's gone off. What's happening now, I think it's just a case of cracking on, mate. I'm afraid it's I don't really know. I've had loads of issues though with that we've seen on streams. Even something as stupid as trying to download a livery has caused the whole game to crash. So it's It's a bit of a weird one. They said that it had froze for you. Is that what it was? Oh, John! He held on to that one well. I'll give him that. Right, I'm trying to chase Xander in P3 now. I think if I can aim for a podium, that would be me set for this race, I think. That Ferrari's mega around here. Adam with absolutely unreal pace in it. Obviously Adam's absolutely mega anyways, which helps. Right, 4.7 to Adam. That's probably not going to stay there too long, I don't think. Just trying to look at the tyre wear and all that sort of stuff. I'm wondering whether or not it is actually possibly going to be worth pitting. I don't think you lose too much time in the pits. Don't know if anybody would care to do a little bit of team strategy for me here and work that one out, or yeah, James doing it the last time, which is quite funny. Working everything out, and then we decided ourselves on a aggressive two-stop strategy for Watkins Glen, which almost worked out a treat if we didn't have all those the glitching and all that sort of stuff. Helped with a little bit of time there. Good stuff. Steering didn't work. Oh mate. Are we going to restart the race? Pedals didn't work. Oh, so it was actually the. I've got you. So it was actually wheel and pedals to the console. Oh man. It's annoying taking Adam Carton because he wins every time. I'm not surprised if he's driving like this. I'm not sure what's happening then. I don't know if we are if we are restarting the race. Adam will be a bit gutted because he's got himself a decent lead now. I am looking though. I don't think I'll be able to do the one stop that I had thought I was going to do. That doesn't look like that's going to actually be possible. Closing the gap to Xander in P3 though. I'll wait to see what the direction is from Rico. See if we're starting again or not. One thing after another. Oh, so was it pedals on that last occasion? But was it? I think it was Ark that said your actual console had froze the first time round. Doesn't look like it. Yeah, I know. Yeah, well, I'm sort of waiting to see what those 7 laps in now. Like you say, I'm not too sure. I'm closing the gap now a little bit to. Oh, Carlos is in the lead. I've just realised. Right, there's been a switch of race leader. We're on the back of Xander now. Got a pretty good exit there. That front left is getting eaten up quite a bit. I think we might be doing 10 and 10 here, and then on to the mediums, possibly for the remainder of the race. By the looks of things. This is the kind of pace that I could have done within qualifying though. Fastest lap, 24.8. That was nowhere near pole position for in quali, I've got to say that much, but console froze, rebooted, no steering, restarted, then no pedal. Oh my god, mate. Is that an issue with your hardware then, or do you think that literally is? It sounds like it's a Gran Turismo thing. So like I say, the past few streams, every time that we've or not every time, but a lot of times I've entered races, or the most bizarre one is it makes a crash every time, is downloading the livery. Like, John does some liveries before the races and stuff. I go to add them to the collection, download them to put them onto the cart, and then it crashes, sends the console nuts, doesn't know what to do. It's just like, oh, Xander's, he's gone. I was worried about a rejoin there, or an uncontrolled sliding cart going across the track, but we're all good. Adam into P2, looks like Carlos is absolutely running away with it now. Whoa, 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 whoa. Somehow managed to keep some pace there. No problems until this race. Absolutely bizarre. It does seem like all the problems arise when we get into a lobby to actually do the race, I've got to say that. Right, 4.6 to the guys in front. .5 now. I wonder if they're struggling with tyres in any way. Not too sure. I think you might have done a bit more practice than me, Brian, for this one, so I wonder if that maybe's although you're not on my team in the championship, are you? So you might not be willing to help. I don't know, but I'm trying to work out here whether or not a 1-stop or a 2-stop is going to be quicker. It kind of obviously is dictated by my actual pace, which isn't the best. I've got to say that much, but it does seem like I'm catching these guys up in front. 4.4 now is the gap. Adam possibly changing his strategy. I don't know. But I think I'm going to try and go maybe 12 and 12 and then do the last 8 laps on the mediums, something like that. I might do the medium stint in the middle. I don't quite know what's going to be best to try and do. It's not too far off the pace. There you go, Xander's into the pits on the softs. 50% fuel. Sadly not going to be able to see what he actually goes on to. Haven't done much. Don't think much. The mediums is much slower than the softs. Yeah, I think if you get into it, if you get into a decent rhythm and you manage to get the lines right, then maybe not. Let's see what's happening here. No, over the crest. You can see they're still going. Again, not too far off the pace, but now I'm going to think end of this lap, definitely going to go into the pits. We've got a yellow flag. Who's gone? Who's gone? Has Carlos almost binned it? Is that Carlos or is it not? Don't think it is. Adam possibly going to get held up though. Whoever that is in front might be getting some blue flags there now. Yeah, I'm going to go into the pits. I'm going to do a two-stop. Right, going to do 8 laps on the mediums. Nope. Keep going. I'm not serving a 3-second penalty. Made a mistake there. Didn't manage to get the pit entry right. So I'd rather just go another lap. Is that going to be a penalty there? I'm not too sure. Right, going to try and make sure we get the pit entry right this time. What we're doing for fuel. Right, I'm going to go 8 laps. I'll fuel up to about 10 laps for the mediums. Try and get onto these racing softs with potentially an undercut having been done on some of the grid or whatever. Let's go, don't lose too much time here. Right, into the pits we go. Yeah, I'm realising now this is never going to work, this strategy. This is never going to work, this strategy. I should have just filled up till the end there. I should have just filled up till the end. This is never going to work. That's far too much time being lost. Far too much time being lost. That's never going to work. never, ever, ever going to work. That's literally 30 seconds lost there in the pit stops, and we're going to have to basically make up that 30 seconds now. You need VR, mate. Honestly, I know I've seen some of the footage of it. It looks absolutely awesome. Definitely do. Sorry, Mike. Pushing him a little bit there. Carlos into the pits now. 23% fuel. Let's see what he's going to be doing. See if he's going to be going on to the mediums. Be interesting to see here if we are indeed going to be able to see. Yeah, he goes onto the mediums. No, he doesn't. Onto the softs. That's a bit. I flicked up at the mediums there for a split second. Gonna have to try and get ourselves through a little bit of traffic here, though. This way we're going to start seeing some issues and all the sort of glitches that we saw in the last lobby. Now that it doesn't know what tyres Carlos is even on, it's shown as mediums 100%, so he's possibly going to be running till the end of the race then. Here's P3 for us. He fell out, you see. Mate, I can well imagine that being me. I'd get too much of a shock when I like look to the side and see a car there, or like, oh, honestly, man. Or if I roll the car, I will literally feel like I'm about to die. Right, P3's ours then. Adam's now into the pits. What's Adam going to be doing, do we think? Run until the end? He's probably got the pace to do a two-stop. Potentially. Rico out in front now, though, at the moment. So we pitted lap 13. We want to do 8 laps. That'll take us to lap 21. Lap 20. Right, are we going to be able to make up this 20-second or 30-second rather deficit from doing an extra pit stop to what it looks like everybody else is going to be doing? Yeah, you can look around corners as you go. Yeah, honestly, everything about it seems like mega. One thing genuinely that I do know is a little bit of a problem, and it's only because kind of like Jimmy Broadbent's sort of raised it on some of his VR reviews and stuff like that. Let's just get this braking zone as good as we can do. Is the fact that obviously to try and look around either side, you have to move your whole head, where of course realistically, all that you would actually do is just kind of eye movement. And you would actually look, you'd be keeping your head still, but you would just look left and right with your eyes. So that is the only sort of concern or kind of thing that I know is maybe it's going to be a little bit of an annoyance while trying to race, but I think it'll be worth the small price to pay for the immersion that you will actually end up getting in total. Right, I actually do wonder here whether or not this strategy could work. I'm starting to feel a little bit more optimistic, considering we're about a second off the pace. And we're not on full fuel either. About a second off the pace on these mediums. Perhaps, just perhaps, we could actually make this time back up. So we're going to pit lap 20. Because of course the key to the success of this is getting back onto those soft tyres as quickly as possible. eye tracking on 7 isn't great. Oh, so is it actually supposed to have eye tracking then? Because that was going to be, I was actually about to say that, and I thought that would sound a bit stupid if they did have some kind of eye tracking for looking around. But if that's something that they have, that just isn't decent. At least that shows that it's there and it could be improved. Right, what's Rico going to be doing then? Into the pits he goes on the soft tyres. We're going to go up into P1 temporarily. Is that going to be soft tyres for him? That's got to be mediums for him if he's gone that long, actually, isn't it? Lap 18, he's got to be doing a one-stop. If I can get a podium out of this, I'll be happy. I wouldn't have expected too much from this race. Maybe if I got managed to get a bit more practice in beforehand, I'd be feeling like I could be a little bit more competitive. Right, it's supposed to have it. Well, that shows that at least it's there and it's something that can be improved on then. That's quite helpful to know. Right, 2 more laps before we come into the pits then. Question is just how far down the ranks are we going to drop once we do come in. Oh, that one there actually wasn't all too bad a lap until we nearly binned it at the end. That's the problem right there with the Lambo. That slight lift off and the car just goes very light and says, right, I'm off. Right, John with the fastest lap then there actually. 24.8 something or other. We had a 24.8 as well. So he's just beaten us. I think we had a... Oh, he's got a 24.5 actually. I take that back. He's actually beaten me by 3/10. Oh, we got some important pit wall information here. 2 seconds. Let's catch what Brian said. Rico was on softs, he's on racing mediums now. There we go. So I think Rico's going long. He's P5 at the moment, so that could work out quite handy for him. Eddie's managed to get up to P3 at the moment. And then we're going to come out, we're going to pit now by the way, but we're going to come out about 11 or 12 seconds behind Carlos. But then we're going to have, of course, the soft tyres. So let's just see here how this exactly manages to play out. Let's not bin it. Ho, come on, go, go, go. Because that pit entry is an absolute killer. Am I still finishing at 9? What time are we on now? We probably... no, because it's 9 o'clock now and we still got 10 laps. So I'll be, what will I be? Another 15 minutes later. The fight doesn't start till 10 later though, so it's all good. Right, overfueling just a little bit. We'll drop down to P4, but let's see if we can catch back up to everybody, because they're going to be on the mediums. Let's go. Go, 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 go. So Layla, I'll probably be round to yours for like, it'll probably be a quarter to 10-ish, something like that. But it's all good. Right, 23 seconds. We got to make that up. We got to make 2 places up as well. This might be a bit tricky. Let's go. 11 laps, yeah. 11 laps to make up 23 seconds. Can we be 2 seconds a lap quicker? Oh, Stu says he'll be back for Seaside. How are we doing, Stu? Hope we're all well. I was wondering where you were tonight, mate. Could have done with some help of yours on pit strategy there. Getting everybody to do some quick calculations. I just want a podium. Adam's P3 there. So Carlos somewhere has managed to get a bit of a jump. We become P5. Oh, let's not hope. I hope this isn't... that looks like we're having the same issues with people being in the pits and stuff as we did on the last one. I hope that isn't the case. I hope that isn't the case. Right, here's Rico in front of us then. Presumably on the mediums, running all the way till the end of the race. 23.5, we haven't managed to make any inroads into Carlos's time there. Get Rico. Top 3 pit again, you reckon? Did they go back onto the soft tyres, do you think? .8. Right, yeah, let's see if we can get Rico then. Oh, how's Carlos so quick on the mediums at the minute? Absolutely flying. They seem to pit early, yeah. I don't think... Did Carlos pit early? Actually, no, Carlos pitted about the same time as me. Actually, so maybe Carlos now is back onto the... Carlos might actually be back onto the soft tyres, so that might explain something there. Is that Adam there, actually? Is that Adam, or is that someone that Rico's coming up to lap? Oh. Right, 1.6 to Rico. Let's see if we can have him. Oh, there you go, Brian. You weren't wrong. You were not wrong. Eddie into the pits. I was going to say, has he misjudged that? But I don't think he has, because that's very early to be running out of fuel if you are going for a one-stop. So I don't think he's misjudged that. That will have been his strategy, I think. Going to get the jump on him. Rico for P3 then. Rico for the podium is who we're after now. And I do think there's potential that we could have him just because of the fact that he's on the mediums. So realistically, we've got the advantage. yes, fastest lap, we'll have a bit of that. Well, fastest first sector, we'll have a bit of that. Sorry, Rico, but I'm going to do my best to get past you here. You see that the Aston's got a distinct straight line advantage though. Rico going to leave it a bit too late there. Oh! Almost. Yes. Right, we've got Adam up ahead, 15 seconds up the road. We're certainly not going to be catching him, I don't think. How on earth has Carlos pulled 20 seconds on us there? I've got no idea. Oh, the car gets stopped so much quicker than you'd think there. I'm braking and then the car's just stopping way quicker than I ever think it would do. Right, 19.7 to the lead. 13.9 to Adam for P2. My only problem is I didn't see what tyre Adam was on, so I don't know if he's anywhere near possible for chasing or not. Don't run that far wide, my God. Oh, we'd closed the gap to Adam there. We were down to 13.2 as well, I think. That's annoying. .5 to Adam now. Adam's who we're chasing. Adam is who we're chasing. We're going to have just enough fuel. Possibly going to have to keep a check on that. No. No. Can't be having that. Come on, we can't be having that. Oh, dirty tyres and everything now. Oh, Amy's gone. Yeah, I need to make up 2.3 a lap. It's not going to happen, really. I think he's on either the same tyres or he's just also very quick on the mediums. Adam was like pretty much a second a lap quicker than me in quali. So that was never really going to be happening, to be fair. Stay on target. By that you just mean stay on track. That's hard enough as it is. We'd actually, luckily there, we'd built a gap to Rico as well, but now that's back down to 1.5. Oh, well, well off the pace here. We're going to be like 2 seconds off. Courtesy of the time that we lost. There you go, 2.7, probably about 1.9 off the pace to where we should have been there. Let's not keep running wide there, shall we not? If I can hang on to a P3, I'll be happy with that. I'll definitely be happy with that. If I can just hang on to a P3. I wasn't expecting a podium. That was what I aimed for at the beginning. Once we managed to make up a place. Now it averages that I need to make up like 4 seconds a lap. So obviously that's not going to be happening. I just need to hold station against Rico basically. P3's a mega result, absolutely. Really happy with it if I can cross the line with it. Just frustrating though because we can see 17.7. We're bringing the gap down quite dramatically now on these last few laps. Oh, that's a bit wide. That might be a penalty. Yeah, main rivals DP. Oh, good point. Yeah, where is he? Very good point. Is he left? No, he's got fastest lap still. Very good point. Where is he? Right, 2 laps left then anyways. $11.4 to Adam. It's obviously not going to happen, but it would have been really nice if it did. Gap down now to 15.9. I half made up the pit stop. Made back half a pit stop. P2 has fuel issues. Ooh, okay. Push now, says Stu. Adam might have fuel issues, but what I've got is driver issues. We all know what I'm like when I try and go a bit quicker. So, It looks like they could actually both be trying to save fuel here, because we're gaining quite a bit now. We've took out a second in that lap to the leader. Final lap of the race though, here we go. Adam will manage to see it through for the rest of the race, for sure. 14.6 to Carlos. .4 to Adam. It's not quite going to happen. I think he's going to manage to eke out the fuel to get over the line if he is having fuel issues. We want to watch though. We've only got 3% left, yeah? Well, I tell you what, that's not worked out too bad, That's actually not worked out too bad. I didn't realise Carlos was in the Viper. Why didn't I realise he was in the Viper? That's not worked out too bad at all. 12.4 in the end. I think Carlos did only do a 1-stop. Adam might have done a 2-stop, I think. But either way, as we say, yeah, good result. Not too shabby. I forgot Rico was in the Jag as well, actually. He did very well. There, I love the Jag. Group 3 I prefer, but Group 4 cars also absolutely mega. But there we go. Top 3 finish. Podium result, P3. Not too bad. Where did John end up? He got P8 there, still running at the moment. Ark and Brian, sadly with a DNF, but hopefully we can try and resolve some issues for the next stream. On fumes at the end, yeah, I thought you might have been, or Stu had noticed and said that you might have been. I wasn't quick enough to realise that wasn't quick enough to realise that was why I was gaining to you there, mate. I just thought I might have picked up my pace somehow, but yeah, it turns out you were fuel saving. So you had tremendous pace, mate. The whole race, you were absolutely rapid in qualifying there as well. Absolutely mega. Job is a good one though on our side. Oh no, it's all right. It's all right. Ignore me. It's okay. I was going to say now it's come back with a different order again. I was going to say I would have been gutted if we had the same issue there and everybody crossed the line and turned out who was at the front was at the back and who was at the back was at the front and all the rest of it. But we didn't have the issues that we had at Watkins Glen the other week, so that's all good. But well raced, mate. Thanking you very much, Adam. Likewise to yourself, and of course to Carlos, who got the win. Absolutely mega stuff. Absolutely class. Some really, really good racing there yet again. It's always an interesting one with Road Atlanta, because depending on strategies, the grid just spreads out so much. So there was so many laps there where we weren't really racing anybody at all, and a lot of the overtakes and everything kind of does get done in the pits, as is the case with tracks like this where it's pretty difficult to overtake. But there we go. Really, really enjoyed it. I hope everyone did as well. We're going to be back tomorrow night for well, we got the new track for Daily Race C, whatever it is, Grand Valley for Daily Race C, I believe, Monday night stream. So we will be back for that. So hopefully everybody can join us then. 7 PM start as usual. So I will see you all there. But yeah, that will do. That will be it for tonight. Of all the things to watch, me and Layla are actually going to go watch the Jake Paul Tommy Fury fight. So of all the of all the things I've somehow ended up getting like chewed up by the hype, and it's dragged me in. And of all of the things and just utter tripe that I've ended up watching on YouTube because of it, and all the face-offs and everything, I feel like I'm obliged now to watch the race. So to watch the fight. So I wish I was watching a race. To watch the fight, I feel like I'm obliged because of how much crap content I've ended up consuming because of it. But there we are. Hope everybody has enjoyed it. Enjoy what is left of the weekend. I shall hopefully catch you all tomorrow for Monday night streams, daily races. Looks like a good set of combos. I can't remember what they are other than Group 3 at Grand Valley, though. 10 laps for that. So we'll see how we get on there. So enjoy what is left of your Sunday. Hopefully catch you all tomorrow. And that is it. P3, not too bad. Not sure where we are in the championship and all that sort of stuff now, but Adam will certainly be up there. 3 really good results, I think, in the last 3 races, if I remember. So it's heating up, and then we got a couple of weeks before the next round, which should be good. So lovely stuff. Catch you all tomorrow. Enjoy what is left of the evening, and that is that. Toodles.